Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Marcelo Brozovic, who have been talked about a lot in transfer stories for Barca. It has been reported that Inter Milan are demanding 25 million euros for the Barca midfield target and they are in a rush to sell him according to new reports. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this Villarreal midfielder, Giovani Celso, as it has been reported that Barca face Real Betis competition in the pursuit of the 14 million euro rated Argentina midfielder. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona search for a new DM hit a dead end when their pursuit of Martin Zubimendi and Joshua Kimmich beat the dust. However, the entry of Marcelo Brozovic into the equation once again opened avenues for the Catalans. The Inter Milan pivot, at just 30 years of age, has been placed on the market by the Serie A club to recoup funds for a younger option. Barcelona, however, face stiff competition from Al Nassr, who are willing to spend big for the veteran. According to reports from Italy, as relayed by Mundo Deportivo, there is an urgent need for the Barcelona offices to fire their engines and make concrete advances towards Brozovic. After all, Inter Milan are said to be in a hurry to sell the Croatian international in the coming days. The Nerazzurri asked for 25 million euros for the defensive midfielder and have a warranted reason to be in a rush to complete his sale. Inter wish to use the funds recovered to sign Sassuolo player David Fratesi, and they are in a race with local rivals AC Milan to complete his transfer. Barcelona cannot match the Saudi Arabia-based side proposal in terms of economic promises. However, the idea is to use the club's tag to lure Brozovic and convince him that he has a lot left to offer at the highest level. At the moment, the 30-year-old is after all their best shot at signing a relatively long-term replacement for Busquets. His arrival would secure the position for at least 3 years, giving the club enough time to scout and sign a younger option. The coming days will thus be critical in deciding Brozovic's future. Two options lie on his table, and in the end, it will be a difficult decision for the veteran to choose between a big paycheck or a prestigious shirt to cap off a fine career. Of course, who doesn't want to play for Barca? Many of these players want to play for a bigger club before retiring. And despite having offers from Saudi Arabia, Marcelo Brozovic have still not made a final decision. And now that we are getting reports of Inter Milan pushing the player to leave as soon as possible, Barcelona are also forced to rush things. Of course, the whole of today we have been talking about Brozovic, as Barca see him as the most serious candidate to replace Busquets. The likes of Amrabat, the likes of Kimmich, the likes of Zubimendi are all out of the equation recently, as manager Xavi is now eyeing Brozovic as the replacement for Busquets. Of course, you might wonder why Barca will be pushing for a 30-year-old, a player already in his 30s, and they're looking to replace a 34-year-old Busquets who have decided to retire from Barca. Honestly, yes, it's not the best decision, according to me, in my own opinion. And what I say is, okay, if Barca think they don't have any young player in mind now who can properly replace Busquets in that DM role after Zubimendi said no, then rather than waiting and wasting time, they want to go for this guy because he has quality, knowing fully well that Brozovic might just stay for 3 years of playing at his highest level. And of course, why not play him for 3 years at Barca? Why at that time they have enough room to look for new younger players? Of course, every year you don't lack quality players in any position, and so Barca believe that they will use the 3 years or whatever years that they can have Brozovic, if they succeed to get him, by the way, to look for a younger option, because we know that most of the players that Barca are targeting now should be younger players, considering that the club are in a phase of transition. So, of course, we know that the search for a DM is a top priority for Xavi, as the manager has said it uncountable times. Busquets finally left for Inter Miami today, which was official, which means that Barca want to really get his replacement properly, and they have seen Marcelo Brozovic as the top candidate for that role. So a lot still need to be decided, by the way. I don't think Barca should just be rushing things, all because Inter Milan wants the money as soon as possible to finalize another transfer. That is not our business. But the only fear that Barca will have is this guy have huge offers from Saudi Arabia, and we know Saudi Arabia are a threat nowadays in the European market. So it's better Barca try to make things more flexible so that we don't lose out on another DM target, because it is too much. Of really lose out on three: Zubimendi, Kimmich, and Amrabat, who are the top three choices, nowhere to be found. So let's see if Xavi can get this done. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. A recent report from Bola VIP has offered a fresh update on the future of Giovani Lo Celso. The Argentine international is facing an uncertain future at Tottenham Hotspur, with new coach Ante Postecoglou not too keen on keeping hold of his services in North London. The club are actively looking for the suitors for the playmaker ahead of the coming season. Barca have recently reignited their interest in Lo Celso, as the club look to reinforce their ranks in the middle of the pack. Although Barca have already signed Ilkay Gundogan, the club seek to further their ranks in the interior midfield position. However, the report points out that the Catalans are set to face stiff competition from Lo Celso's former club, Real Betis. The Spanish outfit are looking to re-sign the Argentine this summer as part of the club's plans to strengthen the squad ahead of the new season. Lo Celso had made 45 appearances for Real Betis during his previous stints at the club, even racking up 16 goals. The playmaker is also coming on the back of a positive loan spell at Villarreal, where he has impressed onlookers with his creativity and work ethic. In light of the 27-year-old's recent performances, Real Betis are keen on bringing him back next season, which poses a risk for Barca in their bid to sign the player. Lo Celso initially wanted to prove himself at Tottenham next season, but after knowing that this new coach plans is out, it appears a return to La Liga is the most logical option, with both Barca and Betis keen on his services. Barca no doubt have intensified their interest in Lo Celso recently, and it will be interesting to see if Barca are able to close the deal for the Argentine, whose market value is 14 million euros currently. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.